we'll have a look at some cameras. Now, I've had a look. This camera was passed down through, well, it hasn't been passed down, but it's been in my family for quite a while, I think. So I thought we'd have a quick look at it because, well, why not? I like cameras. Everybody likes cameras, right? There it is. It's in like a leather sort of case kind of thing with a strap. It's an old camera. It's made in Japan, at least the case is anyway. It says on there, Yashica. I'm not familiar with this particular brand. I'm not a big camera collector. I mainly have Sony and Canon, really. I like Canon, they're a good make. But this is an older one, not familiar with this particular brand. But the fact that it's an old camera means it does appeal to me actually. And I quite like that. So we can open up the case like that, we can have a look at the camera. And you can, if we undo this little thing here, we can take it completely out. And we can have a proper look at it. There we go. That's our. I've got some film. I might take a few pictures with it. I've got some film indoors. Whether it will fit, I don't know what type of film it was. I bought it for a different camera. But we've got Japan. It's got some kind of past sticker on there. And it's actually in very good condition. I like it, man. I like it a lot. You've got your little thing there where you probably wind your film round. And you've got your levers and bits and bobs. Don't know whether it's got a film in it. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, don't know if it's got a film in it. How do we get a film out? I think it's like that, isn't it? Yes. Holy moly, we've got a film in there already. These might be prehistoric film. These might be prehistoric photos. I mean, I don't know when this was last used, this camera. Probably many years back. I mean, who knows? I'll have to see if we can get this out and get it developed. 35mm film for colour prints. That's the film it's got in it. 35mm film for colour prints. We got here. We just got a little bit of little sticker with a little bit of writing there. Some other bits and bobs. I probably damaged. I don't know. Probably damaged that bit of film, that strip there now, because I've opened it up into light. Don't know a lot about films, but I probably damaged that bit anyway. I didn't know there was going to be a film in there. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? Probably know by looking at these numbers, but I don't know anything about it, so oh well, never mind. Anyway, we got here. It's all nice and shiny. Little lens cover. Zoom in and out. Yeah, it's a nice camera. This is sits on my little shelf of cameras. Not that I've got many. Now we've got another one to look at. There. It's a little bit too big to fit on this frame. That'll do. There we go. This is an old video camera, and it's in this old case. I don't know. Oh look, we've got some tapes here. My camera tape only. Current tape of whatever the hell that says. Heroin. I don't know. Our garden, it says on it. What we've got here? See, we've got loads of tapes all over the place. Anyway, let's have a look at the because tapes are pretty boring unless you can look on them, and I haven't got any means to look at the tapes unless I can find the old. See, what you used to have to do was you had like a big VHS that you put these little tapes into, and then you can play them on your normal VHS thing. I've got an old VHS player, an old video player, so I could probably, if I can find the tape thing that you put them into, I could probably play them. But I haven't got anything that plays these little tapes like that, so I'm not going to be able to do that unless I can hook this up to the TV. If I can find some footage and show you what this films, or if I can find a blank one, I might even film a video with this. Ah, imagine that, I could film a video with this. I might do that. We'll have a look. If I can find all the relevant equipment, I might film a video with this, and then we can, well, that'll just be fun, won't it? It won't be very good quality, I wouldn't have thought. This looks like it's the charger. So we'll put all this down here. Do you know what? I think I might migrate to the floor. let's migrate to the floor. Right, so I haven't migrated to the floor. I've just propped up an old tripod, and hopefully we won't fall over because it's only got 2 legs. This tripod. It's a what's two? It's a bipod. That's it, bipod. Yeah, I've only got 2 legs, so it's propped up. Hopefully it will work. Anyway, we can have a proper look and see what's inside here now. So we've got the charger. I think this is the charger. We'll have a look in a minute. Looks like we've got an old remote with what appears to be some sort of a key or something on there. It says video 8 and all that on it, and it's probably how you would sort of control it if you was putting it on the telly or something. I mean, who knows? I mean, let's have a look. We'll have a look through it and see what we can find. So we've got more Holiday Devon. This has been in my family for, this is older than me, this is. So, you know, who knows what we're going to find. We've got a little instruction book here. It's not, is it? It's like little things you put them on your tapes, little stickers that you put on your tapes and things. Looks like we've got a car charger that's never been used by the looks of it, because they probably didn't have a cigarette lighter in their car. Battery only, 8 amps. So you plug that. They didn't had cigarette chargers, you know, battery car chargers back then. We'll see if we can find a date on any of this to see exactly when this camera was made. I know it's going to be 80s, more than likely. It's see, we've got some paperwork here. It's all in Japanese. So, oh, it's just for the battery. The battery is probably not going to be any good, actually. Anyway, I'm probably going to struggle to try and find a battery that actually fits it. So we've got the main instruction book here. We might be able to see if we can get when this is printed. We might be able to get a rough idea. 1990 by Sony Corporation. So this camera probably is at least 1990 then. I don't know. I'm not. Hold tape. Transport. Nope. No red light. There's some sort of note written there, but I don't know what that's all about. So this is just an instruction book. Tells you how to use the camera. We may have a look at that later, who knows. So we got, oh, this is just a repair thing. It's got an address and everything on it. Cassette things. It looks like a battery case that would have been a little case for the battery. Then we got the main camera itself, which looks like it's seen better days. As far as the microphone goes, the foam has worn away and disintegrated somewhat. The whole camera is now like a brownie colour. Little doors are broken off here and there. Looks like there's some tape around the lens, so we've obviously got a bit of damage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the bench so we can have a closer look at it on the bench, and we'll zoom in a little bit and have a look. Woo! Wow, here we go! We've got it sitting here on this nice little bench. Doesn't look like there's any battery eject. How do we eject this thing? I want to eject the tape. I don't know, maybe that's broken. Auto lock, what's that all about? We've got a bit of tape over that. Focus, push auto, backlight, shutter speed. We haven't got shutter speed. Blimey. There we go. That must be focus or something. What's that? Macro. Yeah, this is the focus then. Bit of focusing. Bit of a lens cover on there. Look. Nice old lens there. I don't know what sort of resolution this would have been at. Sony video lens. It's a 8.5 to 68mm lens. We've got a shoe on top there for a microphone. That's interesting. Some modern cameras these days don't even come with a bloody shoe. Luckily, if you're clever enough, you'll buy one that has a shoe. We've got superimpose on and off on there. Memory, colour mode. Blimey, that's the zoom. As far as I remember, I used to play with this when I was a kid a little bit. I think the zoom is broken. Date, time, age, event, counter, zoom, memory, data screen. We've got forward, back, and all the reversing things, because you could obviously have to reverse the tape in here, so you can reverse it and play it and everything like that. Camera off, player. Yeah, you have to push the green button in order to move it. We've got the battery. The battery is actually still intact. Do you know what? I think I'm going to try and charge it up, see if it actually is going to work. because it would be pretty cool if I could get this to work. I'd love to make a video with this. Just having a look on here to see if we've got any information. It's a model number 73604, and it's model, there's the model of it, it's a model number CCD-F450E. That's the model of it. So I'm going to have a look at that up, aren't I, and see, you know, what kind of features and what resolution. I reckon it would have been about 480p standard resolution. I wouldn't have thought it'd be any less than that, or any more. Definitely not anymore, 100% not anymore. I wonder if it says in here what resolutions they are. I'm going to try and charge this up and try and get it to work, I think. Remote, we've got lock, we've got standby. We can move that up and down, or we used to be able to move that up and down. Oh, there we go. That goes up and down as to where and when you want it. Little hand grip. The microphone has definitely seen better days. Sweet. So I'm just having a look at these instructions, and it tells you it's got quite a lot of, like, what I would call advanced for this sort of age anyway, on the consumer sort of product. You can make things fade in and out. You know, you can do all kinds. It's got a fader on it, look. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. It's got a fader, you can fade things in and out. Climbing, it's got different settings. You can do loads of different things. You know, for an old video camera where it was on a cassette, you know, I really wouldn't have thought that you'd have all this kind of stuff, but you do. I mean, I've got all these functions on my video cameras now, the ones you put your SD card in, you know, and all that rubbish. But I don't use them. Why would you want to use that? But you got it on here. It's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to try and plug it in just to see if we can get it to work, and then, well, yeah, we'll go from there. Now, this is interesting. It's got something that other newer ones don't have. It's got a lead, so you can power your camera just by the lead. It comes from the charger, but you can charge your battery at the same time as powering your camera. I think that's a good idea. And just for the old basic, if you're watching, you like these type of plugs, don't you? I know you like these type of plugs because you're always going on about them, mate. Anyway, I've got that one charging. Let's plug it into here, and let's turn it on and see what happens. Well, we've got a light. We've got a power light. If this battery ever holds a charge, I'll literally eat my hat. Standby. Charge. Are we charging? There we go. We're charging. VTR. DC out. So now we should be powering this camera. So let's have a look. Can we turn it on? Power player. Camera. How do we know if we're on or not? Oh, it's on! Blimey! There we go. Oh, it's only white though. I wonder if you have to have a film in it, but we are on. I wonder if we have to have a tape in it in order for it to do anything. Let's have a look. Well, I've got the battery charging anyway. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to sift through some tapes and see if I can find one. If I can find one that works in here, I'm going to sift through the tapes. If I can find one, if not, I'll try and buy one or buy some. And if I can get this camera to work, just for fun, I'm going to make a video with the camera. And just for fun, you know, why not? I think that would be awesome. But I don't think that battery's going to hold a charge, so dude,